over here and not by the laptop, but you'll at least be able to see what we're doing. Okay, so real quick, we'll go ahead and get started. MediaCast. To access it, I don't know how much y'all use MediaCast. I mean, I know you use it like for the news and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Don't you watch your news through yeah. But if you I don't know if you ever access it this way, but you can get to it through like teacher resources. And then this is where all those like emails that I send of like, hey, here's a new tool, all that stuff is right here on the teacher resources list guide. So not only can you get to MediaCast, but all that other stuff also. And then y'all already know how to log in, so I'll just log in real fast. So we'll go over some stuff in MediaCast, and then how you can get to Discovery Education also. All right, so we're going to talk just about like the different tabs, like how you can upload your own resources, your favorites, and your playlists. Now, do y'all already have playlists within MediaCast? Have y'all done that? Okay, this is good for like if you're creating units and you know, okay, I always use the same video from MediaCast every year, or you know, I really like this one, then you can go ahead and create your playlist, and you just have it saved there, and you can say, you know, like Unit 1, or you know, biology or whatever. So that's what I'm going to show you how to get to. Okay, so right here we're just going to go through these little tabs right here. So my uploads, that's where you can, anything that you have saved, okay, or anything that you have uploaded, it saves it right there. And then of course there's my favorites, which I don't have any, but y'all might have some.
What could I upload?
You can upload files from your own computer. So let's say you have some pictures that you want to show your kids and it's on your computer, you can upload it into MediaCast.
But can the students access?
And then you can share it with them. And I'll show you how to share it with them also. Okay, cool. Okay, and then you know how to search over here on the sides where you can pick by your, you know, your subject or whatever. And then you can break it down like that. Okay, so let's say that we want to do blood and circulation. So, you know, if you're like, well, I don't know that I really want to do this, it pops up the little, you know, brief summary of what the video is. Then this toolbox comes up, okay? And in the toolbox, that's where you can add to your favorites. You can snag a segment. You can do the URL builder, the captioning tools, and there's add to the playlist.
What is URL builder?
So we're going to talk about all of those things. So if you want to snag a segment, because let's see how long this is. So this is 21 minutes, but let's say you only want to show 5 minutes of it. We'll go through each one of these, okay? So you go to snag a segment, and then if you know in your video that your segment maybe starts, you know, 2 minutes in, and then it ends at about 6 minutes in, okay? And then you can just save it. Just wanted to play the song. Yeah, I just wanted to hear Bloodstream Baby. That's what it was. So then you can save it, and then it'll only show that little part for your class. Okay. So you don't have to go through the whole 21 minutes, or, you know, you don't have to go back in and find it. Okay. And then the URL builder, this is how you can share with your students. So let's say that you want them to see this before they come into class. You can do the basic URL, which is going to send them a link. They have to log into MediaCast, so they still log in. So you're making sure, you know, because it's a county thing, you're making sure like not everybody can access it or whatever. They log in, but there's no expiration. Like they could watch it from now until.
Is their login the same as logging into the computer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then if you do the advanced URL, it just sends them the direct link to the video. They don't have to log in. Like if you don't want them to do that extra step, it sends them directly to the video. No logging in is required, and you can say it's only available for you to watch for a week.
I've never looked at this. I've done this before.
Yes. So you just, like, let's say you do basic, you just hit next step. It goes ahead and gives that to you. You just click to copy it, and then you can either email it out to them, you know, or you could, if you put it on your website, do the basic to where they do have to log in. Because your website is public.
Right.
So then that way they do have to log in to it.
But if you're sending it to a parent, you would do the advanced, maybe.
Yes, if you were sending it out to a parent, because then that way they don't have to log in. Or if you were sending it through those student portals to where obviously they have to log in to get to their email anyway, then you could do the advanced. Okay. All right, and then the captioning tool, I don't know if you've ever used this before, but this is good. Like if you are showing them something, then they're going to have that information on a test, or you've talked about it and you're like, remember we talked about this? So you can watch your whole video, and then while it's going through, you can pick a time. So let's say, you 5 minutes in, there's something that's going to be on their test, then you can do the start time. You can enter, this will be on your test. And it can be up, for a minute or the whole rest of the time or however long you want it to be. And it will pop up like closed captions. So it'll pop up at the bottom to tell them. So that's just an option. Also, like I said, if you are like, we talked about this, or you're showing this before discussion to be like, remember this point, we're going to come back to it, or write this down, or however you want to do it. Okay. And then add to this collection or add to playlist. I like the add to playlist, and it's really easy to make your playlist. So you just go create a new playlist, and I already have one for lit, and I put Romeo and Juliet in. But you can also see I have a history one and a science one. So whenever you get ready to select, so let's say we go back to that Bill Nye. Obviously, I don't want it in lit. And I want to put it in my science one. Okay, and then you just hit add the resource. Okay, I think it was about blood. It might help if I spell it right. And then it pops up right there, and it saves it for you. So if you have your different levels, or if you're doing different subjects, then you can have your different favorite subjects where you don't have to go through all your videos. It's easier for you to find it like this. Any questions about this stuff so far? I'm not sure of how often they add it. I know they really try to keep up with it. And like if we went back to the home, there's a new option. It's called CCC, and I know they're really trying to keep that updated also. So you can search for videos in that tab as well. Okay. And like I said, if maybe you had a video that didn't come from this, and you've had it downloaded on your computer, you can always upload it.
And what is CCC?
It's just another place where they're putting in more videos. So I think it's just kind of like a different company maybe, or a different subscription, and it's just piped in through MediaCast.
So that we need to look on that too.
Yes.
So if you go to quick search up there,
if you go to quick search, it should pull from all of this.
Pull from all. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So let me go back to my Prezi and just make sure that I got all the information. I had made myself little notes. Okay, so we talked about that. Your playlist. Okay, and then how to add. Any questions over that? Also, and then also you'll see next to video there's something that says sharing tools, and that lets you. So you have your URL builder that you can share, but then sharing tools lets you share to their mobile devices. So I don't know if you want to get into that of like sending it to their phones, but that's another option, another way for you to share too. Okay, so we talked about that. Okay, now we'll talk about, do y'all ever record stuff from the live TV? Have y'all ever done that?
No.
So that tab up at the top. So you can pull up CNN right now, and it's going to stream live from when it's playing. Or you can also go to TV Guide, and it will show you, you can pick the day, you can pick the times, and it's going to show you like the whole lineup. So let's say, on the doctors, they're talking about something that you're talking about in class, okay? So you can click on that. and then you can hit record the show. Because obviously, your kids aren't going to be able to tune into that during the day. So you could record it. And, obviously out of the whole hour, they maybe only talk about something for 10 minutes. So you can set the times of how much you want it to record. Okay? Or if you have seen, like, on the news that they're going to have a special on something, you can go ahead and, even if it's, like, coming up on Friday, they're going to have a special. You can pick the date, record it, and it saves it in MediaCast. You just hit record show. And it saves it in MediaCast for 10 days.
Okay.
Yes. So it saves it in MediaCast for up to 10 days. Now, when you get ready to look for it, so like this, it would say the doctor. So I would just go back in, okay, and you know that it's recording because it has this red mark at the top. So that's how you know it's going to record it for you. But you just go back into MediaCast, like the home page where you signed in, it had all those little pop-up videos, and you would search for the doctors. And then it's going to pull up what you recorded. Does that make sense? So you don't have to come back into live TV to pull up the recording. You can go back to the main home page. And then you can share it with your students that way. Now, like I said, it's only in there for 10 days, and it's not instantaneous. So, if you're with that class that you want them to see the doctors, you can obviously just show it to them live from the digital TV. If you want to, if you wanted to, or if there's something like if the president's talking and you want them to see it live, then you could pull it up from there. But just know that it's about a 30 to 40 minute delay, and once you've recorded it, you're not going to be able to just pull it up as soon as that time is up. You got to wait about 30 to 40 minutes for it to save it.
And you can only save it for 10 days. There's no way to.
Right. Yeah. I think that gets into somehow like their copyright, or it gets into the shows. Yes. Yes. Okay, and then the apps. Any questions about the live TV? Okay. The standards part, the state is going to be working on that. Just know that it's coming. That the state is going to be trying to get the standards in the videos that align with that also. Okay, and then the portal, that's how you can get to Brain Pop. If you don't, just type in Brain Pop, but you can get to it this way: Destiny, Discovery Education, Facts on File, and then PD360. You can get to all that through the portal. I don't know if you already do that or not, but we're going to talk about Discovery Education because there's a ton that is there also. Let me make sure I got all my information before we move out of MediaCast and into Discovery Education. Okay, any questions? Okay. Okay, so I gave you a little handout, and it has our school code on there, highlighted, because you'll need that if you don't already have a login.
But we already.
But if you already have a login, then you're good.
I
Yeah.
used this last week.
Yeah. So do you want to come log in? I mean, do you?
Sure.
And then that way you can go ahead and we can do the searches for some videos for your class. And then also on here, it kind of tells you how you can like set up classes, which we're going to talk about. And then it gives you the student. Like students have to have a specific login. I don't know if you already knew that your kids can log in.
I didn't know my kids could log in.
And so it's on the second page.
Okay, so last week I was looking for Emily Dickinson. Oops, if I spelled it correctly. Okay. Oh, you do have a mouse here. I do not do well without a mouse.
And I don't know if you already used Discover Education, but if you noticed when she was typing in, it gives you all these options for like you can pick the grade, you can pick the subject.
Mm-hmm.
So that can kind of help you narrow it down also.
Well, and I wanted the whole thing. I didn't want the
Just the
segment. And so I came down and found the whole thing right there.
Yes. And now, it's the same as in MediaCast. If you do, obviously she wants the video, but if you do want a segment, when you even click on this, you can go ahead and click on that if you want. When you even click on it,
The
it will
segments are
pop
up.
up all the segments right there to the side. So you can pick. And then I'm not sure if for this one, but I know with some of them it gives you like the teacher resources too, and it'll say like teacher tools or teacher resources, and it gives you lesson plans that go along with the video.
Well, and like the other one that I'm going to use either this week or next week, because we're doing Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson in my honors classes right now. The not this one doesn't, but the one for Walt Whitman comes with a quiz, a video viewing quiz.
Yes.
For them to do as they're watching it.
They can come with handouts, quizzes, all kinds of stuff. And then,
Where you see that teacher tool?
if the video has it, it's going to be
down here.
Like, see where it says standards?
Okay.
It'll be in that part. It'll say teacher resources, and then you just click on that. And let me go ahead and show you some stuff in here.
Okay.
So, like the details, you know, if you're not really sure, like, does this really cover what I want them to know about her? You can click on details, and it'll give you a summary. Download, if you want to download it to your computer, and then you could upload it to MediaCast.
It will stay on your computer and stay on MediaCast.
Yes. Yeah, it's only the live TV that's in there for 10 days. Every other video or picture or whatever
I
is
knew
in
I
there.
had my glasses. There they are.
And then if you want to know some more, like more things that are in that same series, and then more to explore also. And more to explore kind of gives you videos that are on a similar topic. You know, so if you want to find another segment or whatever, it's going to give you other things that are similar to your search. Also, right here by the title, if you click that little drop-down menu where it says options, okay, well, maybe it'll stay up long enough. Let me go hover over it. That's where you can assign it to your kids. So see, you can add it to your content, to where it will save it in Discovery Education also. Or you can assign it to your kids, and I'll show y'all how to set up classes and stuff. You can add it to builder tools, so if you want to make these things called dashboards, then I'll show you how to do that, and you can make that for your kids, or you can share it with them. So you have all of those options also. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of this video and kind of go back to the home page and show you some other things. We're going to go up to My DE Services and Streaming Plus. And also this Prezi that I have to make sure that I'm telling y'all everything, I'm going to send it out to y'all too. So then that way, some of this stuff, let me make sure that I am getting everything. Okay, so this is what we're about to talk about right now, the streaming library, and how you can break it down by subject, the tools and resources, and then the Common Core resources that they give you. Okay, so you can see right here there's the Common Core in the Classroom tab, but you can also get to that if you scroll down. And once you like limit your search, then it will pop up that too. Okay. Oh, somehow I guess I got in. Somehow I guess it popped up that tab anyway. And you can see that there's the English language arts or the math. And then, you know, you would pick whatever you're teaching.
So no social studies.
Not for the Common Core. No, we'll go back and I'll show you where you can find social studies stuff. But just so you know, that's how, and it breaks it all down by the standard. And then you can search for your videos there. But if you just are in the streaming library tab, okay, so you can see there's the high school, and then you can click on the social studies tab, and you can kind of choose whatever you're talking about, and it's going to pop up all the videos for you. And now within here, they have videos, but they also have documents, pictures, other, you know, media sources that you can use too. Okay, so let me go back to this.
Like there's 64 page and there's 13 pages.
There's a lot, yes. They do have a lot of information here. Okay, and then you see this tools and resources over here. So we'll go through each of these tabs real fast, and then we'll be done. So the Classroom Manager, that's where you can add your kids. And your kids should already be in here. But that's where you can create your classes if a new student comes in. And all of these have the little video tutorials too that are really short.
So all of our students in the Cherokee County system are
Should already be in there.
cool. Very cool.
Yes. Yes. And so, you know, you can manage your classes, or you can do it just specifically by student. Okay, and then you can, this is where, like, if you had that Emily Dickinson video that you wanted to assign, remember back in the video under the options tab, you could assign it to them. So you can see all of the results, if they had to do some work for that, for the class or for the student, and then manage your assignment, and all of those are the tutorials.
So can you actually see if they watch the video?
Yes, it should show you that. Yeah, when you view the results. Now, it's harder for me. I would say this is the part that y'all need to play with, because I don't have any students
You're
assigned to me, so, you know, I can't really pull up any kids. Okay, and then the builder tools, you can go in here. And this is where you can create your assignments. You can create writing prompts. You can even create quizzes in here. So you can assign all these things. So if you want to have them, you know, watch a video and you want to make sure that they really watched it and it wasn't just playing while they were, you know, in the living room hanging out, you can have like a writing prompt, or you can even have a little quiz. And then there's this board builder. And I think that this is cool for like projects and stuff. I'm just going to click on it real fast so you can see what it is. So they can pick these different boards. And then, you know, so let's say they're doing Emily Dickinson. Okay, and then they can go to the content that they've saved, or if you want to introduce her this way, you can go to the content and you just add it, and it pops up on this little board, and you can add your video or your pictures, and then tell them, you know, what to do. So that's just a neat way to introduce units also. Okay, so any questions about those tools? Okay, and then you have your content collection, where you're adding things, and then where you can connect, you know, STEM connections also. And you can break it down by standards that way too. Okay, so let me make sure that I covered everything with y'all.
I used both of these, but you told us about tools I didn't realize were in there, so this is cool.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so I think that that's it. Do y'all have any questions?